Welcome to You Dab Me a Hello finale, season 3 finale. I'm very excited. I know Andrew is. How are you guys feeling?
It's good to be back. We're back again.
We're back to be gone again. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. We took last week off. That was my bad. I totally forgot. What was hilarious about last week was in the morning of Thursday, I was talking with you guys about how we were going to do the show that night. And then at the same time, I was trying to find a parking spot for tonight's show for the concert that night. And I was just like, in my head, I was like not connecting the two. And then I was like, wait, I'm not going to be in Rhode Island tonight. So I sadly had to tell both of these guys that I was no longer available in 10 hours.
Yeah. You should have shot it from the concert.
I could have, but it was actually a really cool concert in a really cool place called the Sinclair in Boston. In
Love that place.
We actually packed the car across the street from Harvard Yard. It was pretty great.
Wow.
Yeah, it was expensive too, but we ate at this place called the Tasty Burger. Maybe it was kind of a I don't know, like a little ghetto Five Guys type thing, but it was actually pretty good. And neither of us got a burger, so we highly recommend the other stuff there. I got a
process of elimination.
I got a 2 hot dog meal, and I think she got, I don't know what she got, actually.
That's like when we go to that chicken place in Boston, and you just want their bread, the Texas toast.
It's good Texas toast. Raising Cane's, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I like their chicken, too. We just had a bad moment, you and I, Andy. The second time we went, it wasn't as good. We ate it in our car. It was raining. We held hands. But then the third time, Mike came, and...
He brought
the
chicken.
And we ate the chicken there. It was way better.
It was good.
So.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we found a seat, which is always nice.
Yeah. Even though
no matter how early you get there, it's just filled with a mixture of wrestling fans and people wondering what in the world all these people are doing here.
Yeah, that was the best part of waiting in line in the crowds. Everyone's like, what's going on across the street? Is it like a concert or something? And then someone else be like, nah, I heard it was a wrestling thing.
And Hulk Hogan here tonight?
This AEW. What is this owl? I don't know.
Is the Iron Sheik on?
I don't see Stone Cold Steve Austin. But hey, yeah, we're back. This is the finale. This is it. Season 3 coming to a close. We had a good time. Season 3. We were kind of all over the place. We planned the whole season in advance, and then we changed it almost every week. But we were pretty prepared in the beginning. It was nice.
Sometimes better ideas came along, and we realized, wow, that is a horrible topic that only one person knows about. So let's move on to something else.
We did many where I was like super excited about it, and then I looked up all the ideas, and I was like, there's nothing good here at all.
No. Yeah. We would have a list of like 5 things, and we're like,
yeah, this is not going to work out. Somehow we squeezed in an episode about horror movies, despite the fact that Andy dislikes most of them.
And I definitely want to
knew most of them.
That's true, but that's because we only put ones that we knew you'd know.
Classics.
Yeah,
Classics.
You were like, super scary, like The Ring and Final Destination 3.5. No, it was actually good stuff. It was good stuff. Sad news in the horror world, though. I heard the new Scream 6, coming out, is not going to have Neve Campbell. They couldn't afford her, supposedly.
No. Well, it sounds like they could afford her. They just didn't want to.
That's true. That's true.
You got to pay the face of the franchise.
Yeah.
Now we get to watch like a new Scream 6 with
They
some
shouldn't do it.
new 16-year-old Instagram person that I'd never heard of.
Mhm.
So,
They
should be
shouldn't
fun.
do it.
I didn't.
No.
I enjoyed the last one. Did you see the
Yeah.
Paramount Plus one yet?
Yep.
Is it Paramount Plus? I feel like it should be.
Yes.
Okay.
We watched. So Tina and I watched them all within the last month or so, just because we wanted to see the new one. So we watched them all. 1 and 2 were great. 3 should just be removed from the existence of the world. 4 was okay, and 5 was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did like it. The we canceled our Apple Plus subscription today, and we in turn bought Discovery Plus. In part because we wanted to see this documentary on Hillsong Church. It's all about how really terrible they are. So I want to watch that. So I have a 7-day free trial. But I did find that I like 10 or 12 HGTV shows that I now have access to. So I may be that guy that just sits here all day at work watching House Hunters International. So we'll see.
I watch Goldfish during the day, and my wife puts toothpicks in the grass, and our budget is $5.8 million.
It took me about halfway through your story to realize you weren't talking about yourself.
No.
It's like,
those shows are so weird.
That is true, though. That is true. Jessie doesn't like them either because she knows that they had already lived in the house they chose, and so she's bitter about that. But
yeah, or they at least chose it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
It's good TV.
It is. I just started a motel. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gathering you're talking about the Hillsong documentary there. But yeah.
No, he's talking about House Hunters.
Discovery Plus is for my wife. Every other show that's available on Discovery Plus is about murder. So I assume she will enjoy most of the documentaries on it.
My wife got onto this thing recently. My wife. She started watching all like these serial killer documentaries. So I would come to bed and she would be sleeping, but there'd be a documentary on TV about like a guy that like wears people's faces, or John Wayne Gacy who dressed like a clown. Like what?
I'll give it to my wife. She's changed it to Family Guy recently, so now I've been watching Family Guy in bed. But like, there's nights where I come up and I've been down here just cleaning or whatever. She's been upstairs. I come up, I kiss her, and I'm like, "Oh, good night, I love you." And I put my head down, and then she's immediately asleep, and then I'm just hearing like, and then the man dragged her body from the front. And I'm like, why are we listening to this as we go to sleep?
And then she just has a big smile on her face.
Big smile on her face, yeah.
Hey, what are we talking about this week?
We're just talking about our wives at this point.
Yeah.
And mine's in the other room. She can clearly hear everything I'm saying. It's probably hurting her not to say anything from where she is. But she's typing at me right now. We're talking about guest vocals today. Kind of a broad subject in a way, because we literally just went with every genre. Every
many decades.
She did respond to me, and it's not something I can put on. Stay tuned for the Marvel credit at the end there. But anyways,
or for the documentary on your murder.
It'll be live on StreamYard.
We had a podcast.
While he was wearing his emo dad hat.
We went with every genre, every time frame. And I'm not sure. I think we were a little loose too on what's a guest vocal, because I feel like we've got some songs where it's just two people that want to do a song together. But we went with it. And I'm happy with a lot of the songs, minus one that I literally have no idea what it is. But other than that, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and I'm disappointed in that one, but we'll
I apologize
about that. Yeah.
Well, we're here, and we've got a supersized dad jokes session later. And it's going to be the finale of the dad jokes. So the winner will be crowned tonight, and there will be a grand prize of the summer off.
That's right.
For people who are just tuning in, this is our finale. So we are going to take a break. We usually take a break between seasons. So between seasons, 1 and 2, we did that as well. We don't really have a time frame yet of when we will return, but we'll keep you updated on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll still pop out content every once in a while. But we will get back to something at some point.
We got a bunch of trailers we haven't released. Like we got some
That's
stuff.
true. I did just so tomorrow we do have an episode dropping, so maybe I will drop that trailer for that as well.
We still have the trailer for the previous one.
Oh, really? I'll drop that too.
And for those who are interested, I am doing a compilation of all the winning dad jokes. So that will be a longer video that we'll end up releasing as well.
Nice.
So that way, if you miss any dad jokes or you just want to sit there and laugh or watch us laugh and have odd reactions to some terrible jokes, then you can watch that too.
All right, guys. Well, here we are. I'm excited about it. Anything else going on before we get into this?
I don't think so. I think we've spent 10 and a half minutes talking about things that these people don't care about.
Yes, but that was my segue that I needed a few more seconds to get the thing ready.
Well,
but it's too late. I'm ready now.
Okay,
so.
all right, good. All right.
Good, I did it.
So we've got a really tough one for me right now, and also kind of a strange combination. We have Boyz II Men featuring Mariah Carey. This is a feature, so it is a guest vocal. One Sweet Day versus Forgot About Dre, Eminem and Dr. Dre. Only place you'll find Eminem and Dre facing off against Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men.
Oh, this would have been a good celebrity death match.
Yeah, that was the first thing that popped into my head. That'd be fantastic,
especially since Eminem and Mariah used to date.
Oh, for real?
Did they? Did I miss?
I'm not sure I knew that.
Didn't they?
I don't know. Maybe.
So I really like both of these songs, guys. One Sweet Day though has a place. Boyz II Men might be my ultimate, I listened to Boyz II Men since I can remember. And this music video of them in the warehouse singing this song, singing it out, this is a crazy good song. So I'm going to go with One Sweet Day on this one.
I'm going to go with Forgot About Dre. Sorry to put the heat on you right away, Andy.
Just for people who don't remember, Forgot About Dre came out in 2000, and that was on the Dre's album, actually, I think, 2001. And then One Sweet Day all the way back in 1995, which actually came out on the same B-side as Open Arms. She did a cover of Open Arms by Journey as well.
Oh.
She does a really good job on it, actually.
Not a fan of Journey either.
Oh, my word. I can't believe it.
We've had this discussion multiple
times. I know, but I forget because it's so dumb, and then I hear it again. And I'm like, ugh. Maybe you like Mariah Carey's version. She sings a very good version of it.
Yeah, maybe.
She sings. There's a couple of covers that she does from back in the early 90s that are pretty good. Andy? Your name is literally Forgot About Andre.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that. I know. One Sweet Day is one of I wish this was further along than the first round. So I'm disappointed in
Randy's fault. Randy Miser.
Yeah, Randy Miser screwed the pooch again.
One Sweet Day, man. One Sweet Day is the longest running #1 song in the charts history at the time. It spent 16 weeks at the Hot 100, a record that was held for 23 years.
Holy cow.
Surprisingly, I don't know who topped it, but yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else to say about One Sweet Day, or was that it for me?
So they both wrote this song. So I guess Mariah Carey said that she wrote a song and it was pretty much identical to a song that Boyz II Men was also writing at the same exact time. They came together and it was basically like, oh, okay. So
yeah,
just crazy how that worked out. And I'm about to choke. So I'm going to take a sip of water while Mike talks.
Basically, just to mirror what you said, she was writing the song and pretty much heard Boyz II Men vocals, like a chorus in her head while she was writing the song. So, she had her people call their people and they recorded a song together and then it was real popular, You know
how things work in the music biz.
That's right. I did it for a little bit.
Next up, we've got Aerosmith's Walk This Way versus Somebody That I Used to Know. And that's Gautier, right?
Gautier with Kimbra.
Walk This Way is the Run DMC version with Aerosmith.
Correct.
Yes. I'm going with Walk This Way. That's an easy one for me. Somebody That I Used to Know is a cool song, but it reminds me of when I lived in Fitchburg, Massachusetts, and there is not much good about Fitchburg. And so when I hear that song, I think of driving through Fitchburg where 90% of downtown was closed and the library was open from 2 to 4 on a Wednesday. So I'm going with Walk This Way.
Yeah, and I remember driving down a street one time and saw like a little kid with a hatchet running out of his house, and that was enough for me to drive as fast as I could.
Juggalo?
I do remember you telling me the story.
It looked like a child to me, but I wasn't that close. But it was close enough to say I'm not sticking around to find out. It was pretty big.
You know, I do gotta take back my Fitchburg quote because my daughter Riley was born in Fitchburg, so I guess that.
Yeah, not too late. You said already. No,
nothing happened there.
Down in her diary.
Yep, nothing happened. There.
Nothing good came out of Fitchburg.
My dad said. Oh. All right, I'm going to Walk This Way as well.
Yeah, that would have been my choice as well.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about somebody that I used to know. Again, that comes from it comes from Gautier. I actually only heard that song, and then I did download that album, and there was a song on that album that I totally forgot about and got nothing else to say.
It was a good album. I also downloaded that album too off of this hit.
I Feel Better. That's the song. Amazing song.
Yeah. I have to go back and listen to it. It's been a long time, but
I feel better. Better.
Yes.
Better than before.
Yep. This song, I mean, was all over the place. It still gets played.
Yeah.
The music video was crazy good too. Just really artistic, right? They're kind of like
they were like painted up against the wall. Yeah. Yep. That was cool.
And I like the going back and forth. Like you get both sides of the story from the men's version and the woman on there is too on that song as well. They both had terrific voices. I really dig this song. Still do.
Yeah, it was super popular. Sold like 13 million copies. The YouTube video has over 1 billion views. So I mean, there's no doubt that it's a super popular song. Very catchy. When the song first came out, people thought Sting was singing, which I guess I could hear that. But yeah, really cool song. It's not one of the songs that comes on the radio that I won't shut it off. It's actually a pretty good song. It's pretty catchy, but can't stand up against Walk This Way.
That we used to know.
That's right. We'll never talk about him again.
Nope. Let's go. Let's move on.
All right. Well, hey, next up
that was RJ's cue for not paying attention.
Yep.
I was hearing it. Next up, we've got Airplanes by rapper B.O.B. and Haley Williams of Paramore, and In Together Now by Limp Bizkit and Method Man. In Together Now was way back in 1999 off of Significant Other, and Airplanes came out in 2010 off of B.O.B.'s album.
I don't think if we hadn't just talked about nu metal last week that I would have even considered In Together Now. But the more we talked about nu metal that week, and a lot of these songs kind of came into the discussion. This was one of the first songs that popped into my head for this bracket. So In Together Now for me.
As much as I enjoy that song, Airplanes was the bigger smash hit and is deserving of that. So
I'm gonna agree with both of you. I really do enjoy Limp Bizkit's In Together Now. At that time, though, I don't think that was one of my favorite songs off of Significant Other, but I do like it. But Airplanes, Haley Williams' voice is great. Love Paramore. Love everything Paramore is doing. So I'm gonna go with Airplanes. B.O.B. Maybe I'm just out of it, but I don't think they did much after
B.O.B.
after this song.
He had a couple. B.O.B. had a couple songs.
So yeah, Airplanes. Moving on. Let's talk about In Together Now with Limp Bizkit. So again, that came off of Significant Other, which is a huge album. I mean, that's the one that had Break Stuff, Nookie, Rearranged, In Together Now were all the singles off of that one. It was a great album. Probably their best album in my opinion. But
was this produced by DJ Premier?
It was.
So DJ Premier's
is it Premier or Legal?
Well, DJ Lethal originally wrote the track,
okay.
and then DJ Premier produced the track.
Yeah, so DJ Premier is one of the, I mean, not even arguably, one of the greatest hip hop producers of all time.
Yep.
With Gangstar was primarily his group, but he's done records by everybody, with everybody. I mean, he's even done tracks with Christina Aguilera. Like, he's a who's who has worked with DJ Premier. And you can definitely hear he's got a lot of signature sounds, a lot of those kind of sound effect noises that you hear, just kind of like this signature stuff with the keys and everything like that. So I love the production of the track. Method Man is always very humorous in his rhyme style, and Fred Durst, hung in there as well. And I know Fred Durst, prior to even being in Limp Bizkit, like, would rap as well, and that was always part of his songs too. So it's just a fun song.
Yeah, he and Wes Borland just wanted a song on the record that was just straight hip hop. There's no instrumentation, so to say. There's no guitars, bass, acoustic drums. It's all it's a true hip hop song. And I think it kind of stands the test of time. I know rap, rock, and nu metal don't really stick around that much, but this song I think could still be pretty popular today.
Karen, if you don't know this song, this is the "Can We Pretend That Airplanes in the Night Sky Are Like Shooting Stars?" That one. So if you don't know that, then I just sang it anyway for you. Hey, next up we've got "Hey Lover," another Boyz II Men introduction here. LL Cool J, Boyz II Men, and "Take Me Home Tonight." And that one is by
Eddie Money.
Eddie Money
featuring
and
Ronnie Spector from the Ronettes.
Man, I'm going with "Hey Lover." Man, Boyz II Men, anytime they come up on here. I'm not an LL Cool J fan generally, but I do like this song a lot. So I'm going with "Hey Lover" for sure. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of hate for that because "Take Me Home Tonight's a classic song. But...
It is, and it's my choice.
See? I helped. Thank you, Karen.
I love both these songs. These will never get skipped if they come on the radio. In fact, I actively look for these songs when I just adding playlists and stuff like that. However,
now I just make sure Andy's sitting in his car just waiting for one of these songs to come on the radio.
I'm like, yeah.
Andy, come in. Your dinner's getting cold. The song's not on yet.
He's got his tape recorder, and he's like, oh,
the DJ talked over it. We're talking about guest vocals, and I feel like in "Take Me Home Tonight," the guest vocal part is so short. It's like a blip in the song.
It's a very important part of the song.
It is.
What part is it again? Why do I not remember that?
Be my little baby.
Oh gosh, that's it. All right, yeah,
that's it.
It is a good song. It is a good part though.
So sorry, people. I'm going with "Hey Lover" on this one because it's Boyz II Men.
Well, that's it then. Looks like "Hey Lover," LL Cool J, Boyz II Men. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about "Take Me Home Tonight" off of the 1986 album "Can't Hold Back" by Eddie Money.
Remember it like it was yesterday.
Were you born in?
Yes, I was. Yes.
Was that the year you were born?
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, how old were you?
I was born in 84.
Oh, you're with me. Why do I think you were younger than me? Okay.
Andy is.
Oh, I know.
Andy's the baby of the group.
Andy was born in 1997.
Yes.
I wish. Oh my God. Well, these aches and pains would definitely need some explaining.
Based on the Ronettes 1963 song "Be My Baby," and that's where the line "Be My Little Baby" comes from.
Oh dang! I don't think I knew that until you just said that. You mean the "Be My Little Baby"?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I did not put that connection together.
So this song got Ronnie Spector on MTV, nice. Which is kind of cool.
Spector's last top 40 hit with the Ronettes was in 1964. So 20 years later, back in there. Just cool song. I love it, but we talked about it before. I think we had it on another episode.
That's possible.
We gushed over it. So what else is there to say? Go back and revisit the whatever episode that is.
All right. Well, hey. Next up is man. Maybe a tough one. I'm not sure. Easy Lover by Phil Collins and Philip Bailey, and Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Which, to be open and honest, we added Under Pressure under some pressure
2 minutes before we started the show.
Yeah,
we picked another song out when we realized we did not have Under Pressure on there.
Yeah,
which sucks because I'm going with Easy Lover.
I don't know why, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what. I also just realized I don't have my headphones on or anything.
Nope.
Am I like echoing or anything?
No, you're fine.
All right, cool. Well, hopefully I'm not.
Which song don't you remember?
Easy Lover. How's that go again?
It's the Phil Collins one.
Oh, thanks. That helps.
Easy Lover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it is a good song.
I'll just hum it because I won't do any justice.
And then Under Pressure was the.
Yeah, I know that one. That's they ripped it off from Vanilla Ice, right? That's the one that's like
they ripped it off from Vanilla Ice, exactly.
But then Vanilla Ice's is
right. Vanilla Ice's track was so hot that David Bowie was like, "We need this song. We have to steal this from this guy."
And then he went to Freddie Mercury and was like, "Stop. Let's collaborate on this." Queen is back with a new edition.
Karen brings it up. Both are good, but Freddie, man, and that's true. But Phil Collins, man, like he's good too,
and
in different ways.
And if you did not know, Philip Bailey is from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That's right.
Which I did not know until I looked at this up.
This was his third solo record.
This is a mix of big bands here, or big singers.
And when I see the name Philip Bailey, I'm thinking of the dude from It's a Wonderful Life.
So what are you going to choose, Mike? We have one Easy Lover.
I'd be upset with myself if I didn't choose Under Pressure, because I was kind of the one who convinced everyone to put it back on the list. So, yeah, I'm a bigger Queen fan than I am Phil Collins fan. So,
ooh, you might have just swayed me, because I think I know and like more Phil Collins songs than I like. What Queen songs do I really want to listen to right now? Killer Queen, Somebody
Amazing.
to Love.
Yep.
But that's it. All the other ones are like, if I'm at a hockey game,
Big Bottom Girls.
No, not a big fan of that song.
Bicycle.
Bicycle. It's not as good as Handlebars by the Flowbox.
Much better than Handlebars by the Flowbox. That's not even a comparison. Yes, well, Chris says, "Don't stop me now."
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna go with "Easy Lover" by Phil Collins. I apologize. Granted, I didn't want Under Pressure on it. I did it under the pressure of you two, because I actually had something way worse on the list. It was a Taylor Swift song with Bon Iver.
It was a good song. It was a good
song.
It is a
good song.
Never.
But imagine this would have been Taylor Swift versus Phil Collins originally, probably. If Randy had,
and then it still would have been Phil Collins.
That's probably true. Yeah,
that's right.
I think we really angered Caitlin. I have a feeling we would, because aren't you guys? You guys are like that NASCAR. You're that NASCAR couple. So like, I feel like Queen just kind of lines up with what you do in life. Don't know why. No, we will rock you. We are the champions. Like I hear that playing all behind your race cars, and
you can't hear anything when you're turning left.
Oh man! All right. Well, hey, let's talk a little bit about. Let's talk about this little this small band from the London area called Queen. What about them?
I don't know. You tell me how much you don't like them.
No, I do like Queen. I do like Queen. No, they do their thing. They had a movie made about them recently, so I think they made it over time. Yeah. And then the other guy, David Bowie, he does this thing. I have bad things about David Bowie because all I remember is being forced to watch that movie where he's in tights the entire time. What's that stupid movie? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? David Bowie with Muppets in a movie.
You mean Labyrinth?
There it is. Yes, thank you.
This was just a weird.
That was the worst description of a movie I've ever heard.
Well, excuse me. First off, Chris got it. He knows what we're talking about. Oh my word, we're both trying to do it at the same time. Yeah, it's elaborate. It's David Bowie in tights and Muppets. I mean, he's not in the Muppets, but he's really
Gonzo puts the tights on over his face.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
I know.
Fozzie shows up. Waka waka waka.
Oh man. Well, hey, Under Pressure.
I was about to put out Waka 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 too.
Under Pressure was then covered again by My Chemical Romance and The Used. I think along with Shawn Mendes probably as well. But the My Chemical Romance and The Used version was actually not so bad either. If you haven't heard that, but that's really all I have to say about Queen and Under Pressure.
All right.
Moving on.
Guess you too. All right. Hey, Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5 and Christina Aguilera. And nothing but a G thing. I want to say that's Snoop Dogg and the Dre.
Yeah. So Moves Like Jagger will forever be ruined because I had a coworker that thought they were saying moobs like Jagger, like man boobs, and that's all I hear now.
That's the greatest thing I've heard all week.
I'm gonna go with nothing but a G thing. G thing. I said.
I too have moobs like Jagger.
I do too. Nothing but a G thing. Moves Like Jagger is probably one of the worst Maroon 5 songs in my opinion. Other than that new like song or whatever.
I regretted putting it on this list when I was listening to the playlist and this song came on. I was like, wait, I don't like this song. I hate this song.
I love Maroon 5, but Maroon 5 is a band for me that every album they've come out with, I have regretted saying that I liked them.
Why did you put them on here?
I don't know. It's I like Maroon 5.
It was a lapse in
judgment. Aguilera. Maroon 5 has not been as good as their songs for Jane album at all.
Carry me, pig. God.
Anyways, sounds like nothing but a G thing is moving on. So let's talk about Moves Like Jagger. This came out in 2011. Again, with Maroon 5 and Christina Aguilera from Maroon 5's album Hands All Over, which, if I can remember right, I hated that album too. I don't think there's anything good on that album. Never Gonna Leave This Bed, Give a Little More, Misery. I don't care.
As much as it's we're knocking it down here, this song was a huge hit.
Yeah, it really was.
A huge hit. Number one, the Hot 100. This was the 6th Hot 100 number one to pair a male group with a female solo act. The other 5, Then Came You with Dionne Warwick and the Spinners, Opposites Attract with Paula Abdul, duet with the Wild Pair. I'm just laughing at Opposites Attract. With Sweet Day, Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. Thank God I Found You, Mariah Carey with Joe and 98 Degrees. And then Party Rock Anthem with LMFAO, Lauren Bennett and Goon Rock. That's right.
Good song.
Goon Rock. Yeah. So huge hit, but yes, it gets very repetitive. And you heard it on the radio constantly. Like, it felt like once one radio station was done playing, the next one was like, oh, we got to play the.
Yeah. Quick fact, I saw Maroon 5 right when Harder to Breathe became a hit. And I got to see them before their ticket prices increased over at Roger Williams University. Where they basically performed the whole Songs for Jane album, which was probably their best album in my opinion. And it was a great show. Great show. But yeah, that's it. Hey, moving on. We've got a battle of the 90s here. The Boy Is Mine by Monica.
What? Something about Nikes?
No, that was my Google in the background. I must have thought I was talking to it. We got The Boy Is Mine by Monica and Brandy, and No Diggity from I already forgot what I'm talking about.
Blackstreet
and Greg.
Blackstreet.
So yeah, Boy Is Mine, No Diggity. This is hard for me because I love 90s hip hop and R&B, and these are two big ones.
No Diggity, I've got to bag it up.
Yeah,
I am gonna go with No Diggity.
You're promoting health there.
That's not what the song is about, is it? No, that's not what the song was. I know it was a female empowerment song. RJ is not enjoying this discussion. We're making him uncomfortable.
No, I am. I'm just hearing talking, and I don't know why.
It's got to be No Diggity. Yeah, No Diggity.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, No Diggity.
All right, No Diggity, no doubt.
Right, no doubt.
Let's talk a little bit more about The Boy Is Mine. First off, I love that song. Don't get me wrong. I liked Brandy as well. Didn't Brandy actually did a song with Wanya Morris, Broken Hearted from Boyz II Men. So she has a Boyz II Men connection as well.
I mean, I think anyone coming up through the 90s had some sort of connection with them. They were like the biggest thing around until the late 90s. But
The Boy Is Mine is actually inspired by another duet, Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. The Girl Is Mine, 1980, which is a great song as well.
And, super good.
And also inspired by the Jerry Springer Show.
That's right.
Is that true?
It's in my notes. It's true.
It's in my notes too.
I mean, I believe
it's gotta be true. Yeah, I mean, huge acts in the R&B scene during the 90s. Both Brandica. I just said Brandica. Who the hell is Brandica?
I mean, Brandica. We just coined a new group. Bring him back. Bring him back. It's a new tour.
Brandica, huge in their own right. This song was all over the place. I remember everybody singing this in school, just making jokes out of it and stuff. But the music video was pretty cool too. It was Monica didn't had to re-record her vocals separately.
Yeah, she wasn't happy with her vocals, but I guess they recorded them live together, and she wasn't happy with it, so she did it separately on her own.
Yeah, they said it just didn't sound like her. Like she ended up going to Atlanta with Dallas Austin, who produced everybody, like
Boyz II Men, all the Boyz II Men. So.
Yeah, so they basically felt like Monica wasn't herself. It didn't sound like a Monica. So she brought her, her vibe into the song after.
And I guess Brandy wrote the song with a team of her writers as well, and it was kind of a way to bring her and Monica together because the popular media had sort of pitted them against each other and created like a beef between them that wasn't even there. And, Monica was always saying, like, why wasn't it like Aaliyah or anyone else that was popular at the time? It seemed like they just picked two random names out of a hat and decided that they were going to not like each other. So that was another reason why they recorded this song together. And the music video was them fighting over a guy, Mekhi Phifer. And then at the end of the video, they were friends. So that was kind of their way to like squash the not so real beef, which was, I thought, funny.
All right. Well, hey, we're in our last of the 16 bracket. We've got Numb and Encore from Jay-Z and Linkin Park versus Scenario, which is from Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School.
Holy moly.
Rhymes. Big one for you guys, not for me. Numb, Encore. That probably changed my life. That 6-song album between Jay-Z and Linkin Park. It brought together two parts of people, of rap and hip hop and rock in a way that had never been done before, in my opinion. Great album that came along with a DVD too, in which they showed you how they made it. It's pretty sweet.
Shoot. I have that somewhere.
It's great. It's great DVD. Yeah.
Throw it on. That's the rest of the podcast.
And if anybody wants to look it up, if you look up not Numb and Encore, I think it's Faint. and whatever Jay-Z song is, Gigawatt maybe. If you look it up, the live version, you see Jay-Z's live reaction to Chester screaming right next to him, and it's great. So Numb and Encore.
Yeah,
Scenario.
What? Both of you?
I knew Andy was going to choose it. That's one of his. That's like
when somebody says, "What's your favorite song of all time?" It's Scenario.
I don't even know if I know that song.
If you, oh my goodness, I'm not
Sing
gonna
sing it.
The whole thing.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Dude, yeah. Come on.
Bo knows this, and Bo knows that. Bo knows Jack because Bo can't rap.
That's right.
Let's talk about Numb and Encore. RJ.
I mean, man, all right. That came out in 2004 off of the Collision Course album, which was 6 songs. Great mashups between Jay-Z and Linkin Park. Linkin Park coming fresh off of just hit after hit, man. They had a Hybrid Theory, Reanimation, Meteora, and then Collision Course, which was great. Jay-Z brought in a bunch of his 90s hits, early 2000s hits into these. I think they're great. It's such a cool mashup. Generally inappropriate. I think except for Encore maybe. But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, this was like a super cool idea at a time where you just didn't really see, especially like a full album between two mega groups and solo acts, both in their own right. So they kind of, Mike Shinoda used to kind of do mashups like this, earlier, just kind of on his own. And then around the same time, there was a lot of kind of underground independent artists that were doing different kind of mashups like this. So Danger Mouse, who is now one of a very popular producer, if you know Gnarls Barkley, he's the producer of that group. So he did an album where he took the Beatles' White Album and Jay-Z's The Black Album and made the Gray Album and combined those two together, which was super cool and very, very popular. And then there was another one that did like Biggie and Frank Sinatra. Actually, when we moved into my house, we were playing that while we were painting rooms and stuff like that. Oh man, the disco duck. So that Jay-Z kind of had this idea too, and they just made it happen. And I remember the DVD and showing like the behind the scenes stuff was really cool because Jay-Z is like a very different kind of MC where he could just go in the booth and just rap, just freestyle, and like
he would do almost everything in like one take. Yeah.
Like who does that? And yes, like Danger Mouse, like that's where he got his name from, the cartoon. Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Well, hey, here we are. We're in the top 8 now. We've got Forgot About Dre versus Walk This Way, baby.
Walk this Dre. Oh man.
Forgot about Dre. Oof. Man, I love both of these songs.
I don't know what to choose.
I'm gonna go with Forgot About Dre only because I feel like I listened to that a whole lot more than I listened to Walk This Way. So yeah, Forgot About Dre. I feel like I'm gonna get some hate on that one.
I feel like Walk This Way kind of started kind of what we're talking about with, as far as especially with hip hop and rock.
Are we saying that Aerosmith is new metal?
Yes,
they're rap metal. They're the first rap metal band.
No. Mike, what are you doing?
I did say I didn't know what to choose, but
I feel like I'm super white today. Am I like
Yeah, you're pretty pasty.
There you go. Your white balance is better that way.
So I should just be back here for the whole show.
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right,
everybody's saying Walk This Way.
Yeah, they are, and so am I.
Hear your clicking.
Oh, all right.
Walk This Way.
So it's come down to me on this one. I usually don't get swayed by the by people, but I'm gonna go with Walk This Way as well.
All right. I'm just gonna keep moving in different places.
even though in my head right now I just have the intro. Ding 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 ding. Yeah.
Oh. Did you adjust your chair or did your camera fall down? Okay.
No. Anyways, hey, Walk This Way made it. So let's talk a little bit about Forgot About Dre. Dr. Dre, Eminem. They have a long-standing relationship, as you know. So let's. What do you guys think?
This was a response to all the diss tracks that were coming out of the Death Row record label that Suge Knight owned. And there was a compilation called Suge Knight Represents Chronic 2000, which was sort of a play on Dre's 92 album, The Chronic. Don't Google that. So basically, yeah, a bunch of songs coming out against Dre, and this song was kind of like, dude, I never left. Like, and if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be here. So it was kind of his way of saying, like, I didn't go anywhere, and I can come back whenever I want if I did, because I'm bigger than you'll ever be.
Yeah. The amount of white Cranston kids singing just so they can say, nowadays everybody want to talk, and I got something to say.
What Eminem's verse on there is just ridiculous. Like,
it's great.
It's extremely aggressive. Violent.
It was old school. It was old school Eminem.
Yeah. I mean, he just went off. Definitely not like kids. Don't go listen to it. Like,
yeah. Don't Google
if you try to
either.
find the edited version, like, you're gonna hear like maybe 3 words. But it's super recognizable. Yeah, like you said, everybody was singing it back in the day, and everybody still remembers it. Hell, I just saw a TikTok video or something on my Facebook, of like a mom dancing, like she was like, "Oh, packing my kid's school lunch," and like that song comes on. So it's like it's everywhere still.
You know what I enjoy? I've been watching, as you guys know, I watch a lot of like everything. Live reviews of stuff, like first reactions and stuff. And so this generation listening to original Eminem music and then them just looking horrified at every verse that comes up.
Yeah.
I can't believe he said that.
The Marshall Mathers stuff from back in the day, not appropriate for
all the way back to like the real Slim Shady album and all that. Yeah, I've been listening to it a little bit just because I've been seeing those reaction videos, and I'm just listening to it, man. Like I don't even feel comfortable singing along to half of his verse. But
I don't think I can say that.
Next up, we've got Airplanes by B.O.B. and Haley Williams versus LL Cool J's Hey Lover. Only podcast you'll see this on. Airplanes versus Hey Lover.
I'm not a huge fan of either one of these songs.
This is more
so I shouldn't be a tiebreaker nor the definitive choice on this one. So I guess I'll go with Airplanes.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
It's up to you. He just did it.
You went with Hey Lover.
I did.
And I said Airplanes.
It sucks because this is like 90s versus 2000s.
Yeah. Which means there's no actual contest. 90s all the way.
I don't think that's what he was getting at.
Come on, Andy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hey Lover. I'm gonna go with Hey Lover. Sorry.
Oh man. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, people.
Sure.
This is gonna be an interesting top 4.
You've upset the masses.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Yeah, that's also true.
Well, first off, okay, Airplanes is a great song, but in no way is it Haley Williams' best hit by far. And B.O.B., in my opinion, did nothing after this. Nothing to the likes of Airplanes. So, it is what it is. It was a good song. It was on for a little while. We all heard it. But Hey Lover, that comes on. I'm listening to that whole thing.
I think it was because Lupe Fiasco wrote this song. And maybe that's why they didn't do anything bigger or too much after this. He wrote it.
Concert. It was a really good concert.
Oh.
Yeah.
You what?
Yes, he did. RJ, by the way, B.O.B. did also did Nothing on You with Bruno Mars, which probably could have made this list too.
Oh yeah, you're right. I do like that song. Yeah.
No, Nothing on You, babe.
Yeah, that is a good song actually. Yeah. Did he do anything else? I don't know. I think that might be it.
I don't know. I already clicked that in my notes.
Yeah,
I think he did. I think he did some other songs, but those are the two big smashes.
I mean, I'm looking right now. So singles as lead artist was Nothing on You was actually first back in 2009. Airplanes, a song called Magic with Rivers Cuomo. Which I don't really know. I don't know any. Oh, we did both of us with Taylor Swift, but I don't know if I've ever even heard that song.
And you call yourself a fan.
You need to retract your statements here.
I guess I'm not a real Swiftie.
Yes. So Lupe did write this. He passed on it, and went to B.O.B.
Yeah, there was already a version that he recorded with Haley's vocals, as far as I know, and then it went to B.O.B. So,
yeah, she was, she wanted to be on there. She was saying that B.O.B. is one of her favorite new artists, and she was just happy to get on there. So, and they actually didn't meet until their live performance in the 2010 MTV Video Music Awards too. So that's the way of the world nowadays. Everybody, unfortunately, is artists don't have to be in the same room to record. Hell, me and RJ have never met before. We've
never done our music nor performed our music together. So, all right, here we are. Easy Lover, Phil Collins, Nothing But a G Thing.
Wow.
Oh, man. I get these two songs confused all the time.
Man, okay. Easy Lover and I'm Nothing But a G Thing. That is what it is.
Such a people are already logging out.
I'm going with Easy Lover on this one.
Ooh, okay. Phil Collins and Dre, the combination we've been waiting for.
Phil Collins was actually in the.
What?
The original Forgot About Dre was Phil Collins rapping.
Yeah, you forgot about Phil.
Yeah. He was talking to Peter Gabriel in that whole Genesis fiasco.
So, Andy, it's up to you again. Nothing But a G Thing, Easy Lover. Where are you?
Still not me. Originally, he's the same OG. Original Genesis. I'm going with Nothing But a G Thing.
Okay.
All right. Yep. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Phil Collins, Easy Lover. Who was you said Earth, Wind, and Fire, right? Was the band?
Fire. I didn't know that. And then I'm actually listening to it, and then I can hear it in his voice. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's very recognizable.
I mean, first off, I think Phil Collins is probably low key one of my favorite singers. I liked his Genesis songs. I liked his Phil Collins songs. Against All Odds, You Can't Hurry Love, In the Air Tonight, One More Night, Separate Lives. So many.
The entire Tarzan soundtrack is amazing.
A Groovy Kind of Love, Another Day in Paradise. Gosh, so many. And then Genesis. I'm trying to think offhand because I always mix up when he was with Genesis versus when he was with himself. But what is the Go West Young Man? I think was from them. Land of Confusion, which Disturbed covered not too long ago. And then I Can't Dance. That's actually a great song. I Can't Dance.
So many great songs.
Music video. There's he's just dancing around like a lizard.
Yeah.
There's weird lizards and stuff. Whatsoever, but
that's what I dream about.
The last one of the top 8. We've got No Diggity versus Scenario.
Andy's
diabolical plan.
Look, it's Scenario for me, so you guys pick.
No Diggity, no doubt. Mike.
This is tough. This is actually a tough choice.
You need to remember how good Blackstreet really is. I mean, there was No Diggity. There was Let's Get Married. There was
Jagged Edge, wasn't it?
Oh, frig. All right, I guess I weren't that good.
Was this the video with the Penny Hardaway doll?
Oh,
am I thinking of the right video?
Oh, wait. Not to mention, why didn't we mention Queen Pen is in this too? She has a great verse. in this.
She has her song.
Take Me There with Blink Blink and Mace and Maya. Come on. Take me there. I want to go there. Take me there. Let's go there.
Party and a party tonight. Come on. All right.
Take me to that great place with wonders and wishes.
Right, we're talking about No Diggity. Yes, there's a pop in the video. It's yeah.
Those were great commercials back in the day.
Mike, I think it's up to you, man. No Diggity or Scenario?
Oh, you already chose No Diggity.
I did, for sure.
I thought you were just singing.
He doesn't even know Scenario.
Oh, man.
I do like my Busta, but I don't know Scenario.
That's one of his greatest songs.
That's what catapulted his
no, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See Them is Busta Rhymes' best song.
He wasn't a solo act. Before that, once people heard him on Scenario, they were like, "Oh, this guy is
Yeah, then they were like, "Let's give you a chance," and he was like, "Okay, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See Them," and then we were like, "Oh gosh."
That wasn't until a second album. He had an album before that, which had Woo-Ha on it.
That's right.
Got you all in check.
Got you all in check. Scenario.
That means Scenario is in our top 4 over No Diggity.
Yeah. It should be. If you look up the greatest hip hop songs of all time, Scenario is usually in people's at least top 10.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, it turned out that way.
Talk about what is the arguably best hip hop albums of all time. The album that came off of Low End Theory is usually in people's top 3 to top 5.
Well, this is it, guys. It's all rap. It's all hip hop. Forget about Dre.
What happened?
Nothing but a G thing. Scenario.
I think there's more chances for guest vocalists. Like I think you see that more often in hip hop than most other genres. So
it's true.
Well, I'm excited. This is it, the finale of Dad Jokes. We are here.
That's right. We are here. We are here with RJ's 21 points, Mike's 19 points, and Andy's 17 points. It's anyone's game today because...
Wait, I'm sorry. How many points do you have, Mike?
You have 21. I have 19. Andy has
you're only
17.
2 away, man.
And tonight, we've all got 4 jokes.
Oh, how are we going to... Okay, yeah. So we're just going through this twice, right? Just moving along.
4 jokes.
Wait, no. How do we do this normally, right?
Yeah. You're getting 12 jokes this evening, folks.
Oh gosh, 7 people logged out.
So that means at least 4 of them are going to be good.
All right, well, let's get this ball rolling, Andy. Do it up.
All right, I want to start it off the way.
I should cue my jokes, huh?
Yeah. They say that one man's trash is another man's treasure. It's a lovely saying, but a terrible way to find out you're adopted.
Oof. Oof.
All right. Nice.
That's good. There's 3 moles going through a tunnel. The first mole says, "I smell sugar." The second mole says, "I smell cinnamon." And the third mole says, "I smell molasses."
Wow.
Skirting the line.
Right there. With Mike on that one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was close, though.
I would agree. That was a good one.
That is a good one. That one's all in the delivery, though.
Oh, man. All right, Mike. What do you got?
RJ, this is a joke for your wife, actually.
She's long gone.
Oh, well, I'm still going to say it, and it's going to be real dumb. I went to the Wikipedia page on whales, but it was blank. Turns out they're not listed under W. Everyone should know you look for them under the sea.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Because they're in...
Yeah, no.
What would have been about a punchline if I said there was a note just saying citation needed?
Would have been dumber.
Will Jesse understand that joke?
Yeah, I went to McDonald's today. I probably go there too often, actually, but I went there today and I was like, I'm gonna try something different. So I ate a kid's meal. It was actually much better than I remember, but his mom was super pissed.
Yeah. All right. I've heard that one before, but I like it. I gotta give it to RJ.
It's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I would have given RJ the point too, even though it was up against my joke.
So hey, these two guys, they go to church. They argue all the time about whether Jesus was black or white. And Chuck, he kept saying, "Man, no, Jesus is white." And Gary, he said, "No, Jesus is black for sure." And it just so happens they both died on the same day. And so they run up to the pearly gates and they say, "Hey, we need to find out, like, is Jesus black or white? We've been fighting for years." And just as they were looking at each other, Jesus walks up and says, "Buenos dias." That's funny because he's Spanish.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, we got that.
Andy, I hope your joke's
I'm not
better than
saying.
that.
I mean, I don't know. But, yeah. It wasn't a sermon, people. All right.
All right.
I thought that was a good one.
Buenos dias.
So
I just want to point out that Karen is just saying the same thing to all of the jokes.
oh well, you're not gonna like this one.
Yeah, it's not gonna get any better.
Yeah. So, my girlfriend's dog died, so I bought her another identical one. She just screamed at me and said, "What am I supposed to do with two dead dogs?"
Oh man.
Yeah, that one goes to Andy. I've heard that joke before too, and I love it. I love it so much.
So I have to admit a little background to my joke. I follow a TikTok of awkward religion, and it's just like terrible pastors and terrible people. And that was a joke from Joel Osteen. And the point of the video was to like point out how terrible he was, and I laughed at the joke. I was like, I actually kind of like the joke. It's fine. But anyways.
All right, so that's the end of the first round.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Where are we at now? Where are we at points wise? This is it. This is like
I've got 20. RJ's got 22. Ooh, Andy has 18.
Yeah, I'm out of it already, so I'm just gonna go with the worst.
Just say whatever you want at this point. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Go for it, Andy.
So a friend of mine named his dog 5 Miles so he could tell people that he walked 5 miles. But today he ran over 5 miles. That's 2 dead dog jokes in one episode.
Oh, back to back.
Oh
no. Did I ever tell you about the time I wrestled a bear in my pajamas? I still have no idea how we managed to get into them.
Man, I'm gonna go with Andy on the dead dog.
Wow. Okay. I thought me wrestling a bear in my pajamas would have been funny, but obviously no. Hey, Andy.
Yeah.
What do you call a Wookiee who eats their own poop?
What?
Chewkaka.
I don't think mine's gonna be good for that. But...
So stupid.
So I had to find another church because I got thrown out on Sunday because I said that Jesus spoke with a lisp. It was a real slap in the face.
Dumb.
Slap in the face.
Mike, you get the.
Thank you.
Oh, come on.
All right, RJ.
Oh yeah, it's me again.
It is you again.
Yeah. Oh, there's a crying baby.
Yeah, these jokes are so bad we've made your child cry.
So did you guys know, I was reading the Bible earlier, and did you know there's cars in the Bible? Yeah. Yeah. The 3 wise men, when they were going to see Jesus, they were in a Honda Accord because it does say that Jesus says they all came in one accord.
Yep.
Does that tie back to Buenos Dias?
Buenos dias.
Just get it.
I'll have you know, my brother has only owned Hondas, and he knows no Spanish.
All right, Andy, wrap it up.
Do you know what happened to the blind circumciser? He got the sack.
Mine was a way smarter joke than that.
No, it wasn't.
No, Andy's joke was good. That was a good joke. That was a borderline uncle joke. That was good.
That's it. Where are we?
Andy.
Yeah.
You had 20 points. You had 20 points. I had 21 points. And RJ had 22 points.
Oh.
Can't believe it.
Congratulations, RJ.
There it is. I'm pretty happy about it.
I lost at my own idea.
Man. Well, hey, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it.
Yep, we gave you the points you needed to win.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, I got nothing else. Yeah, I didn't even feel like I came in that strong with most of my jokes today, so I could have lost it today.
You could have. It's true. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Very true.
Well, hey, here we are. We're in the top 4. Forgot about Dre, Nothing But a G Thing, Hey Lover, and Scenario. As you can see, we are all in rap and hip hop. We have thrown away all the rock songs, all the yeah. So here we are. Let's talk about Forgot About Dre versus Hey Lover. LL Cool J, Dre, Eminem, Boys to Men. Where are we? I'm going with.
Wait.
Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Didn't Walk This Way win?
I don't think so. Did it? Can I do that again?
I picked Walk This Way.
What did you pick?
He picked Walk This Way. Are you asking me what I picked?
Yes. I'm not asking the guy.
Yeah, I picked Walk This Way. No, because we talked about Forgot About Dre being a diss track.
Yeah, we did.
Oh well.
Gosh, dang it.
We forgot about.
Here we are. You got Walk This Way.
Hold on. Let me look through the rest.
Hold on.
It wouldn't be a finale without RJ's messing up.
Man, I froze it. Okay,
here's all. Everyone else is This
is all the songs here, guys.
This is all the songs.
Next season, we can get a full-time producer.
It's hard to.
I know. That's why I'm saying we need a full-time producer.
But we're not getting paid, so we can't afford to pay a producer either.
Okay, well, here we are. So we've got Walk This Way versus Hey Lover. I'm going to go with Hey Lover now. So there you go. That helped.
I'm going with Walk This Way.
All right. I'm not mad.
Yeah, Walk This Way for sure.
All right. So Hey Lover is moving on, obviously.
Yep, get it out of here.
Well, Hey Lover, Boys to Men, LL Cool J. I have to admit, I'm not a huge LL Cool J fan. He's cool. He's an actor too, right? He did some things on NCIS. Deep Blue Sea, Any Given Sunday, Into Deep, one of the worst Halloweens, H2O.
That's right. Super bad.
I mean, it's doable, but it's one of the worst. Yeah. But Mama Said Knock You Out is okay, right?
It's a great song.
It is, but you're not gonna find me listening to it otherwise. I mean, Hey Lover, I'll listen to all day. But
so LL Cool J, like mid 80s, late 80s was like top of like
the ladies did really love Cool J.
Ladies really did.
For some reason, when you said the ladies, I thought in my head you were saying the late 80s, and I thought you just like combine that.
No,
well, he said, "Oh, LL Cool J in the late 80s was real good." And you, the ladies, and I was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah,
so, I'm that smart.
I mean, this was, I don't even remember what year this was. Was mid 90s, probably 95, 96, somewhere around there.
Right? Yeah, it was 95.
95. Yeah. And LL was now kind of like more than hip hop. Like at this point, hip hop is commercialized a lot more mainstream, right? And he's doing huge. I mean, these are huge songs. Hey Lover, like whatever he was touching was a hit. And then he was doing acting and all that kind of stuff. Like kind of put himself out there as kind of bigger than music. The song was just, I mean, to have Boys to Men on a song, like you're guaranteed a hit. usually. So he wrote this hook to the song and played it for them, and they like, yeah, let's do it. And there's some pretty graphic lyrics. He's fantasizing about this woman that he's got a crush on. So another one of those songs, kids, that play with your parents' permission. If your parents say it's okay, then that's on them. And they sampled a Michael Jackson song.
Yeah, "Lady in My Life."
"Lady in My Life," which I didn't know. I don't look like what songs they were, but when I was listening to the Thriller album, that song came on. I was like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
I know that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my.
So the only thing I'll say too, I mean, it's great. It's funny that Boyz II Men during this time frame, they're coming off of, I think, One Sweet Day came out right after this with Mariah Carey. They had this with LL Cool J. Right before this was Broken Hearted with Brandy. So they did like 3 songs right in a row with other artists, which were gold songs. I mean, they were so good. Not to mention, on top of that, they're coming off of having some of the biggest hits of their career at that time. You had right before this was "I'll Make Love to You," "On Bended Knee," "Thank You," "Water Runs Dry," and then after this was "Four Seasons of Loneliness" and "A Song for Mama," which were really good.
Absolutely huge.
They would go on to do a number of things up until about 2002 or so, and then they kind of turned into the Las Vegas act after that and started doing like Motown hits and covering those and covering love songs, which are great, by the way, don't get me wrong. But really after that, they didn't really have too many of their own hits after 2002. I actually saw them live to Springfield, Massachusetts. I saw them, and they did a bunch of Motown hits at the time. I think I saw them in like 2008 or 9. Great show, but it was kind of sad. And then I saw them about 3 years ago with Jessie. She got me tickets, and we went to go see them at Twin River. They made it. And that was a really cool show, actually. So, but yeah. So Walk This Way's made it on. We've got one more, and then we'll be in the finals here. We got Nothing But a G Thing versus Scenario.
This is actually a pretty tough choice here.
I'll make it easy for you guys. I'm just going to do Nothing But a G Thing. That's it.
Because on one hand, you've got a song that was Snoop Dogg's debut. And then on the other, you got Busta Rhymes' debut.
When you put it that way, Snoop Dogg's got it. Longevity. Total singles.
But what's a better song?
Nothing But a G Thing.
That's what you think.
That's true. It's also a song that I hold dearly to my heart. Matt Foley, one of my good friends from Massachusetts, who passed away not too long ago. We used to sing that song at karaoke all the time. It was a great time. Neither of us were very good at it, but it was a good time.
Scenario.
Okay.
Even after I told you about my friend who passed away.
I'm not
You are a terrible
I'm not
person.
downplaying the fact that this song holds an emotional place in your heart.
But you're just like, nah, it's like this and like that and like this and that.
That's right.
All right. So Scenario is one of my favorite songs of all time, if not my favorite. However, Nothing But a G Thing has held the test of time as being a very commercially, even a song that even shouldn't have been commercial based on lyrical content. But it still passed, right? I gotta go Nothing But a G Thing on this.
Wow.
I'm surprising myself.
Yeah.
This is kind of like
I could have gone either way, honestly.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like, yes, Scenario in its own right is a great hip hop track, but it's not something that you're gonna hear on the radio. Like to the underground heads that like the old school hip hop. Like, yeah, it might be a little bit different, but even no matter if you're not really a hip hop fan, you just like that song, or you are a true hip hop, you love that song. Like it's such a classic song. Everybody remembers the music video. Snoop Dogg, who had been briefly introduced on Deep Cover, song with Dr. Dre, but still wasn't really widely known to come out and be on this track, and just blew up. But I guess enough about that song. So we gotta school RJ on Scenario. I mean, everybody. So Busta Rhymes was part of a group called Leader of the New School,
who had just released a record not too long before this song even came out.
Yeah. So Charlie Brown, Dinko D were on this track as well. They recorded a bunch of different versions of it with different people as well. Like De La Soul was on some tracks. Some haven't even seen the light of day. I've heard some demos, some like really grainy kind of off a cassette tracks. They ended up releasing the remix later on officially, but I mean, this song was a crazy cool music video too, which is kind of ahead of their time too.
Yeah, it was really unique for the time. It was cool.
And Busta Rhymes basically ended the song with his verse, and that has been sampled a million times throughout other hip hop tracks. The Rah Rah, like a Dungeon Dragon. I think Nicki Minaj
took that. Yep.
Yeah. So, and he rhymed the Chockety Choco, the chocolate chicken.
So, the drums are sampled from Jimi Hendrix song "Little Miss Lover," and other parts of the song are from Brother Jack McDuff's "Oblighetto."
Busta Rhymes is 19 at this time too.
That's which is insane. Yeah, absolutely insane.
They went on Arsenio Hall and they did this song, and everybody was just like, "Who the hell is this kid?"
Yeah, he had a Dr. Seuss hat on.
Yeah.
Yep. And didn't was it Fife that held the microphone while Busta Rhymes like took his hat off and like flipped it inside out and all this crazy junk?
Yeah.
Man, those were the days.
I changed my
phone. Well, hey, here we are. We're in the finale. We're in the finals of the finale episode of season 3. Walk This Way versus Nothing But a G Thing.
That's right. Here we are.
Let's talk
about Walk This Way.
I want to bring up
why don't you like it, RJ?
Oh, I like this song actually a lot. It reminds me. The thing that reminds me when I think about Walk This Way is the Super Bowl performance that they did. It was a cool, probably one of the better Super Bowl performances altogether. But Walk This Way versus Nothing But a G Thing for me, like Walk This Way is more accessible to the wider audience. I feel like Aerosmith just brings kind of a fresh audience into it. I think Run DMC is really, really great on that end. Nothing But a G Thing is just straight hip hop rap. There's, if you're not into hip hop rap, you probably don't know this song or don't like it. Walk This Way is just more of a party song. It's fun. I don't know somebody that doesn't know that chorus. So again, Walk This Way is really, really good. I like it a lot. And that Super Bowl performance, I'm trying to remember who was in that Super Bowl performance. I thought is that the one with Britney Spears, Aerosmith, maybe NSYNC as well?
Sounds about right.
I thought you said Baby NSYNC. I was like, wow.
No, it was Aerosmith, NSYNC, Mary J. Blige, Britney Spears, Nelly, the Tremors, and the Earthquake Horns. That was a great performance. Bye, bye, bye. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. It's Gonna Be Me. Walk This Way. Jaded, I think, was on there as well.
The original, the original Walk This Way, you wouldn't think would be a popular song because of the lyrics. The lyrical content is very inappropriate. The song is apparently about a promiscuous cheerleader who leads a schoolboy through his first time. So if you go back and listen to the song,
first time
sleeping in a bed. But overall, great song. Really was one of those songs that bridged the gap between two completely different genres of music. It was a huge video on MTV, with with them kicking the wall down, and Run DMC being on one side of the wall, Aerosmith being on the other side, and then they break through the wall, and that's when the song kind of comes together. So it's an absolutely huge song, super influential. Run DMC's first like real breakout hit went to number 4 in the US, and then obviously would go on to inspire other acts like Anthrax and Public Enemy had Bring the Noise. We talked about Jay-Z and Linkin Park earlier. So, this was kind of one of those songs that really started this whole, not necessarily rappers on a rock song, but these two huge acts coming together to collaborate on one track. So
I think you're forgetting the most powerful rendition of the song is when Reverend Run from Run DMC performed this on Sesame Street in 2011 with Elmo, and they called it Hop This Way because they were learning about grasshoppers. So,
I thought it was going to be a song about looking both ways before you cross the street.
That would have been smart too.
Look this way, look that way, look both ways.
We need to start a children's show.
We could.
All right. Yeah. We can be the
Nothing But a G Thing was rapper Dr. Dre and Snoop Doggy Dogg off The Chronic from 1992.
Mm-hmm.
Big hit. There was a couple other singles from The Chronic, Dre Day and Let Me Ride. Well, I think there's only 3 actual singles from that album, but
that's one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time.
I'm not saying it's not, but there's I can't make up other singles. That's all I
Sure you can. Just make them up.
Deep Cover, I don't think was even on that.
It was not.
Deep Cover was on the album before that, called Deep Cover.
Did what did Dr. Dre go to school for? Was he a PhD or?
He's a dentist.
He's an MD. He's an MD.
He works with Britt Baker.
Oh.
He went to the same school that John Cena went to and learned ergonomics. We're in life.
But great song, brought the style of G-Funk to the masses, and that was a big thing that Boyz II Men was doing later on. They kind of got their beats and whatnot. A lot of that was inspired by G-Funk, or was just G-Funk, which was kind of taking songs from like the 70s funk songs and putting modern at the time 90s style rap beats, hip hop beats on them. This song specifically sampled Leon Haywood's I Want to Do Something Freaky to You.
I know that Chronic is a great album. I don't think I got into rap until late 90s, early 2000s. So I heard 2001 first. And so I got into Still Dre, Forgot About Dre, the next episode. And then I went back and heard, some of that stuff. But I honestly think 2001 was probably a better album for me. But I do like both. I was actually surprised that Dre only has actual 3 studio albums. He's done so much with other rappers and obviously producing and stuff like that. But as a lead artist, he's only got 3 albums, 92, 99, and 2015.
Yeah, well, prior to that, he did his stuff with NWA.
Yep,
that's true.
And before that, I'm forgetting what other group he was in. He was in another group in the early 80s too. I can't remember.
I don't recall.
World Class Wrecking Crew.
World Class Wrecking Crew, where he wore like shiny suits, like straight out of like a disco group. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
WCWC.
You definitely wouldn't like probably The Chronic besides the singles. That was the epitome of gangster rap at that time. Like, it wasn't. It was hardcore. It was hardcore.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not fun music.
Yeah.
Wait, why? Why didn't?
It was fun.
Why didn't Warren G make this list? I just realized.
With what?
Why did we not put them on there? With the.
What do you mean with Nate Dogg?
Regulator.
Yeah, why is that not on
There's
here?
so many songs that we forgot. Like, this is the last episode. Let's just
Regulate. Like, when I just noticed that, I'm like, that could have won this entire thing.
Yeah, maybe. That was a pretty big smash on the. We forgot about that one.
That was.
All right, let's do this over one.
Let's start over.
I'm going with Walk This Way.
You're going with Walk This Way? That's your pick?
on a podcast, guys.
Contemplating.
You want me to go, or do you want to?
I think we're gonna pick the same song.
All right, let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Walk this way.
Yeah.
Unanimous decision.
If only I had a rock song to play in the background. Gosh. But hey, Walk This Way is our new winner of the top guest vocals, and that's with Run DMC and Aerosmith. And that is the final of the finale, season 3. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you for sticking along with us this far. We are down to 63 episodes. It's been a long journey since Andy and I were stuck in COVID together. Well, not together, separately. But we would get together every week and just watch YouTube videos and watch wrestling and talk, try to play games, just try to figure something out. And I think a couple months into it, Andy was like, we should probably be productive. And do something. And I was like, that's stupid. And then we did this podcast, and it started on Zoom, if I can remember right, or Skype. It was on Skype. It was
same difference.
Really bad quality. I don't think I had this Mac at the time. I was probably using an old. Maybe I was using my phone. Actually, probably. It
was a Toshiba. They don't even make computers.
I was using a CompuServe internet. But then Mike, you came in here somewhere around episode 11, I think, and did the top 2000s radio rock songs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, and it's come a long way. 63 episodes, end of season 3. How you guys feeling?
It's good.
Great.
I'm tired. It's a lot of work.
You sound like you've been through it.
A lot of work goes into this.
It does.
It's fun, though. It's fun.
But I do want to say a couple of thank yous first, because I want to thank everybody that watches.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are family and friends, but thank you, because every time we go to a family function, whether you comment or you don't, you always have hey, I like this, or that was funny, or can hear some ideas for next episodes. That's always appreciated, and knows that everybody's enjoying what they're watching.
It gives us something to talk about other than trying to make awkward conversations like, hey, did you try the hot dogs? They're pretty good.
I'm like, Mike, stop shoving hot dogs in my face.
Hey guys, when are you gonna have another kid?
That's mine that I get. Yeah. And then I want to thank Angie and Tony at Band Lab, because they've been big supporters of us. They actually stream this on BandLab, which is a music site. So a lot of our viewers that we get on YouTube and whatnot are because they stream our stuff and they push out our social media. They don't have to do that. They don't get paid to do that. It's just because they are kind people and that they are supporters of a lot of different artists and podcasters. So a huge thanks to them. Huge thanks to our wives that allow us one night a week to be morons and to talk about nonsense and
and also watch for some reason.
Well, you're
not
right.
mine.
So, but sometimes she'll ask who won, and then she's like, okay, yeah, that's a good one. And then I want to thank you guys, because yes, a lot of hard work does go into this. RJ, we always bust his chops about not paying attention, but it's because he's producing as well as trying to be part of the conversation. It's not an easy task to do. And then Mike coming in here, I mean, he had no choice. I mean, we're related, so we're now, and he was all for it. So, and thank you guys for at a very difficult time in everybody's lives when the pandemic hit. This was a lot of fun to do. This is a lot of fun to do, and it's helped keep me sane. And so
it's the one and only constant that we have.
All right. Well, hey, man, I don't know. I don't want to follow that up. But yeah, thank you to you guys as well. And we're gonna take we're gonna take a Blink 182 hiatus here, and see how things go. An NSYNC hiatus, you might say, and prepare for the future here at You Dab Me at Hello. We hope you guys will stick along with us. Enjoy your summer. Again, we're going to try to throw out some content over the summer so you don't forget about us. But we will probably return sometime in the near future for season 4. But if you can, keep us alive this summer. Throw out some of your favorite episodes. You can share them. Tell your friends about us. And I can't think of any other important dates. June 24th, some of Andy and I's music is finally going to be played live at a block party bonfire in Warwick, Rhode Island. So if you are part of the Rhode Island fold and you are interested in seeing some live music, this will be on June 24th at 6 p.m. At what is that? Oh no. Yeah, and if it's that's it. Yeah.
Where is it? Are you playing it?
So South Point Christian Church, June 24th at 6 p.m. in Warwick, Rhode Island. There'll be myself playing. I assume maybe Andy and Mike will bring the families. There's going to be some food and s'mores and bonfires and maybe kickball or something like that. I don't know. And a lot of music. So it's going to be cool. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I don't think there's much else. Anything else to say?
No, it's been fun. Thank you to everyone that sticks around for the whole time and puts up with our shenanigans, and we love your input and we love your interactions, and it's what's kept us going so far. So if you could do us a favor and spread the word, and like Andy said and RJ said, get your friends to watch us on YouTube, get your family to watch us on YouTube, pump our numbers up, help us catch the algorithm. Maybe we could make it big someday. We can be famous.
I don't know.
Nah, probably not. Like, right, maybe guys, we can make enough money to buy us a pizza for one of these shows one night.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Signing off. You dab me a hello. You never asked for us, but here we are anyway.
Welcome. You dab me a hello. 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 You dab me a hello.